All right, so today we're going to talk about PayPal. The market did hit our stop loss from our prediction, which it happens, but hopefully I'm going to show you some things that will let you know that, you don't have to be nervous, question the reason why the market went against your original prediction. I'm quite sure we already mentioned it on our last video for PayPal, but just to reiterate, we're going to go through as to why we saw this price in PayPal continue to go lower. So you guys don't have to be jittery, nervous, and understand, okay, I thought you said that the market was going to go higher type deal. You can see that even though that may be your analysis, your research, your thinking, the market can always go against that. And there should be things being plotted on a chart that will give you clues as to, okay, you might not be thinking about this right. And I'm going to show you all that. So welcome to the channel. First of all, let's go ahead and break that down. And then we're going to try to see if PayPal is going to continue to go lower. You guys can already see it almost hit this next buy pocket in the market. Will it hold there, or will we continue to see the market and PayPal go a lot lower than that? We're going to try to break that down too. But first, when we created this prediction, we noticed how the market was being maintained by somebody buying this stock, right? Okay, we saw an immense amount of volume approach PayPal right here. Following this particular day, the 30th of July, you would expect the market to go to the 29th of July. You would expect that weakness to at least continue. But the buyers in PayPal off of these daily price bars was letting us know that, hey, they found value in PayPal at that level because the price didn't go lower right here. Okay, you see that? So the market was hinting, or was letting the people know, hey, PayPal is not at a bad price right now. Because if it was, and people weren't interested in buying PayPal at this level, price will inevitably continue to go lower immediately. So by us seeing price in PayPal elevate, trade within a range, trade sideways, people found stability here, right? Now, that is true. However, this area right here in PayPal is the cause as to where sellers were. So maybe we could see that on like the 1 hour chart. So let's see this on the 1 hour. We want to see what that market topped out at. Okay, so it's right here. Okay, right there. This point is where sellers were positioned because it was the last level to which price went up. It didn't go no higher than this point of around $70, 71 bucks. That's how high it went. And that is where the market in PayPal got hit twice. You guys can see that right here. Okay, on this 1 hour bar, and then again on this 1 hour bar. Buyers could not absorb the sellers up there. They attempted it, which is why we presumed that the market was going to go higher. But inevitably, the sellers' power was more evident and stronger than the buyer's determination to buy the stock there. Okay. Now, after the market in PayPal hit that sell pocket, right? We got this day, and this kind of lets you know that the market was rejuvenated. Like the buyers didn't completely retreat and run away from price trade within its range because of this 3 hour price bar. You guys can see that the volume was high and the price came all the way down to the pocket and then it lifted. When you see a price lift off of a price bar, that tells you that people are buying the stock. And that is what PayPal did on this 3 hour bar. So you could have been like, oh, okay, cool. I can still see that buyers are in the market in PayPal. I'm going to chill out. I'm still going to expect the market in PayPal to go higher following this 3 hour bar. And then the market in PayPal did do that. It did go higher, but it only went as high as where this new induction of selling occurred, which is right here. Okay, so what we have here on this 3 hour chart, you can see that the market is stair-stepping its way down. These sell pockets are being stair-stepped down lower and lower. Okay, so that's why this prediction didn't go well. And that's how you can read the market and say, I might need to get out of this, especially following this day. Okay. The market still closed at the bottom of the bar on this daily price bar, September the 5th. But if you didn't do that, the market is still giving you another hint. So let's get rid of this prediction here, 6.17% there. And we received another hint. Okay, really two hints. We got the sell signal being triggered, and price is no longer trading above that buy pocket. So we can get rid of that. So now we understand that sellers are moving the market. No problem. We got it. We just need to figure out at what point will that handoff occur between sellers giving the price back to the buyers. That's what we need to figure out. And we already can see buyers may be knocking on the door of the sellers relatively soon. We already established this. We already expect that the market may get an initial bounce here in PayPal, right? But when you look at the market on different time frames, it gives us a different story. So let's look at PayPal on the 2 first. And just like on the daily, we received a sell signal. Okay, so what we can actually do when you look at this on the daily is we can create a better sell pocket. And this is a strong sell pocket right there. So when you look at this on the daily, we'll hold it like that. Okay, so we got another sell signal in PayPal. Here it is on the 3. Take a look at PayPal on the 4. And the 4 looks weak too. Okay, now price is still weak, but we also need to consider, hey, we're hitting an area that we might see a bounce and price go up. Generally, the trend is weakness and lower. So let's not negate that. Let's not forget that. But seeing also, you got to think about, well, we're at a pocket where buyers may approach and begin to try to lift the price up in PayPal. That is still possible. Here it is on the 5. PayPal on the weekly. Here it is on the 2 weeks. This right here should have given you, okay, yes, after these last 2 weeks, after this 2-week price bar, PayPal for the next 4 weeks can trade within a range right here. But to get this next 2-week price bar, it lets us know that there are no more people, businesses willing to buy PayPal within that range from the prior 4 weeks. That's why the market is on the move again to find out, okay, where are these other buyers at? Here it is on the 3. Now, when you look at this on the 2 and the 3 weekly time frame, it's logical to think that given the spread of those bars, that this nearest buy pocket won't hold in the long term. Okay, so depending on your time horizon will kind of give you an idea, okay, how long do I want to see this play out? Because the 3 weeks and the 2 weeks, the market in PayPal is definitely weak, even on the 5. And then here it is for the month of August. Okay, so now let's go back to the hourly charts and see if the market has the potential to see a bounce. You can pretty much see it right now on these 11 hour bars. Now we might get a bounce, but only to this area right here. Okay, that's a sell pocket right there on the 11-hour chart. So yeah, we could see the market in PayPal run up, might go up another 3%, another 4%, but this is where I'll be paying attention to see if the buyers will hold price, because if they do, then our analysis will again be incorrect. But yeah, you can see that on the 5-hour. Here it is on the, on the 11. Here it is on the 5-hour. Here it's PayPal on the 3. You can see that buyers are hitting the market right here. Here it is on the 1-hour. You can see where the buyers came through. See it right there. They have a high volume. Price closed up at the high of the bar, and since then price has been trending up. Now again, that could be just a momentary thing for us to see the market bounce and go higher. here it is on the 330. Okay, so generally what we're going to do is, since I don't cover this stock every day on the hour, we're going to look at this from a longer term trend and look for price to go lower in PayPal. And of course, we can speak on price trying to hold this first buy pocket. And if you see that, then you need to say, all right, cool, I just need to go ahead and get this measly 1.3% at the high of the buy pocket. Or if it takes it to the very bottom of the pocket, 3.38%, and move on to the next opportunity, or figure out will the market continue to try to hit these new sell pockets up here. Because if you think that's the case, then you can put on another prediction and look for PayPal to continue to go up. And then we're going to target this next buy pocket around $60.45 to $59.50. That's 9.32% there. All the way down to 57. Okay, now we're looking at this like from the 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 5 weekly time frame. So this might take a while for us to see this stock run all the way down and test these two buy pockets, especially if we see buyers hold this first pocket relatively soon. So we'll see how that plays out. But that's where we're at right now. So let me know your thoughts. Make sure you maintain profit, and as always, trade different.